the Seahawks. It feels like this is sort of a must-win for them in terms of the playoffs, staying relevant, staying alive. Christina Pink, she's down on the sidelines, and Christina, would the players agree with that assessment right now in terms of just staying alive, at least for that wild card spot?
Well, I don't think they want to call this game a must-win, but there is certainly a sense of urgency. They are aware that this game matters. But as far as the level of urgency, that's up for discussion. Just talking to Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson in the last 48 hours, the guys are saying we have to treat every game like it's a championship game. Every game is a playoff game, and we can't alter that approach. That's really important to this team. But another thing that came from my conversation with Russell Wilson was, let's call it a little throwback Thursday. He took me back to 2015, the last time the Seahawks started 4-5 going into week 11. They ended up rattling off 5 straight wins and secured a wild card spot. So he said it was the same situation. He said people were counting us out and they came up big. We know what we're capable of. So yeah, a little urgency and a little history they think is on their side.
Yeah, that's right, Christina. It all starts here tonight. They have to win this game. So for Seattle, it's wild card or bust because the Rams already have that division basically wrapped up already. So what do they need to do right now to go on a Super Bowl run in the second half?
First of all, they have to win this game. That makes this game so darn important tonight for both teams, all right? The reason, because we're talking wild card. They're not going to beat the Rams. They're going to be the division winner. They've already beaten Dallas, who could be a wild card team. They have to play the Vikings and the Carolina Panthers, who could be wild card teams as well. They play them coming up, so they kind of control a lot of their own destiny as well. Starts with tonight, beat the Packers, because they could be a wild card team as well.
And quite simply, Coach, they have to do better in the passing game. They're 27 in passing right now, and I know Russell Wilson makes so many off-script plays, but they need more help out of the receivers. They need more production out of that passing game to go with this #1 ranked rush offense, especially as they get ready to play some of the better teams. Now, they played the top teams in the NFC pretty good. They played the Rams pretty well last time, but they got to get that passing game going.
Yeah, that run game, though, has been looking great. So it's like, and a good run game, that opens up everything for him in the pass.
Well, you got to understand, they play the Carolina Panthers next week, the Seahawks, and then they play Minnesota, Kansas City. Really, there's no gimme games except maybe Arizona. They play San Francisco 49ers, but they're in their division. And just like we saw last week, you never know what happens in divisional play. But there are no games that they can fall asleep at and not have anything. And then also one of the biggest things, they play in the Rams. They've already played the Rams, who the Rams are sitting up top. Who else is sitting up top? The New Orleans Saints. The Carolina Panthers may be a wild card team too, so you got to understand most of the teams that are going to be wild card teams possibly may end up having 10 wins. So now the question is, can the Seahawks get in there with less than 10 wins?
And they're going to be run right now.
That's going to be very critical, and it starts right now.
And it feels like this team is starting to click, even though they've lost 2 straight. I feel like they're starting to get into a rhythm.